What do you do if you're an officer and you see somebody walking up to you aggressively? Can you use force against them, or should you wait and find out? Well, we're going to wait and find out and see what happens now. Well, there's no sound to the video at this moment in time because I don't think the officers expected what's about to happen. So it means they hadn't even activated their body camera yet. But body language sometimes is worth 1,000 words. I can't hear any of the audio, but based on this person's body language, I can tell you that he's probably not happy and that he's aggressive. Now, I froze the video at this point in time, and I want to know, if somebody walks up to you aggressively like this and you're an officer doing your job, do you have to wait for them to do some type of overt movement to you before you respond and utilize a level of force in order to overcome their resistance? Or can you utilize a level of force against them to prevent them from trying some overt movement on you? Well, let's finish the rest of this video, and then we're going to talk about it.
Okay. 972, can we work more units at Church of Maine?
You need to suck dick! Back up! Back up!
We need more units at Church
Back
of Maine.
up! Back up! Back up! I'm gonna tase you! Back up!
Back up! Back up!
You can't tase me!
417, taser deployed.
Back up! Show me your hands!
Back
Show
up!
me your hands! You're gonna get tased again! Show me your hands! Down on the
Back
ground!
up!
Down on the ground! Yeah, on the ground. On the ground! Come on! On the ground! Back up. Why? I don't know.
Now, personally, I don't think you have to wait for somebody to slap me in the face to utilize some force to overcome their resistance. His body language, the way he was talking, the way he was approaching, he's clearly showing some type of aggression towards officers. And that's where your training and experience has to kick in and say, something's not right here. If you have the opportunity to give them a use of force warning, then give it. But by case law, it only says when feasible. According to Diorley versus Rutherford, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals held that officers are generally required to provide a warning when feasible before using force that may cause serious injury. In this case, the court stated that warning should be given when feasible if the use of force may result in serious injury. What that essentially means is that it's only when it's feasible. So sometimes it may not be feasible to give a person a use of force warning because you didn't have the time to. And this is actually one of those clear cases where I don't believe the officers had the opportunity to give him a use of force warning simply because he was approaching quickly, he was aggressive. And so if the officers would have articulated, say, hey, based on how he's approaching me, based on his posture, based on him yelling and pointing at me, I utilize whatever control hold to take him into custody, they would be all in the clear to do so based on all the given things that I just said. The last thing I want to point out is as officers, this is why it's so important to be confident with your abilities to go hands-on with people. I'm not saying that you can't use a taser. I'm not saying that you can't use pepper spray like they did in the video, but there is a place in time where if you can grab them and hem them up real quick and get them on the ground and take them into custody, all the better, and you almost prevent what occurred in the video from even happening. Now, I'm only saying that based on my own training and experience because I've had to take people into custody by using these paws, and there's also been a time and place for utilizing tasers and pepper spray, but this is where jiu-jitsu and other forms of, hand-to-hand combat really come into play as officers, so that way you can overcome resistance that presents itself like this. So what do you guys think in the comment section below? With that being said, I'll see you on the next one.